All right. So again, one more time for recording purposes, welcome to this course, WEB222. And for those who are wondering where is the class link, where is what, I would just like to tell you that if you go in your course shell, which is your section is NEE, by the way. So I'm going into your course shell. Khalid, please correct me if I'm wrong. And do you see your course shell like this? Like there are two announcements in your course shell. First announcement is just a welcome announcement, where I have told you that I would be just sharing a document called course material, and I just gave that, and I put that announcement I think on May 4th, like maybe 6 days back. Khalid, can you see this announcement on your course shell? And then if you see, okay, and then if you see that on May 8th, like 2 days back, I have put this announcement. Please look at the learning content area and find 2 files attached there. I would now be expecting, so again, first of all, 2 files over there. So now if you go to learning content area, learning content, here you will find 2 files. One of them is the course material spring 2022, and one of them is called course addendum. Now, let's start with first of all course material, because this is the file that I want to first of all talk about. Even though we can talk about the other file, but since most of the guys are asking about the link and everything, I'll show you over here. Okay, sorry. Okay. So this is a course file, and I usually share this type of course file so that students can understand. So please very thoroughly look at this. If you are looking at the recording, if you are in class, I would highly recommend that please keep an eye on this one. And this document is a very, very important document. And this is a document, Khalid, where your all questions are answered. You know what I mean? You will get all the answers of your question in this file. This is the schedule of classes, and there will be a mix of synchronous and asynchronous sessions. By synchronous means, as we are having right now. By asynchronous means where I will be sharing recording and you can just look at the recording video. Both sessions will be important and mandatory for everyone to join. This is important. Someone was asking about the attendance. It is expected of you to attend all of the classes. Though there are generally in our curriculum, in our grading scheme, there is no grade for the attendance. But I would highly encourage you guys to just join each and every session. Now that session might be a synchronous session, and I'll tell you, and you will see that. And that session might be an asynchronous session. Both have their own importance. And I would tell you what does that mean. What does that mean? So both sessions will be important. So again, it's mandatory for everyone to join each and every session. It's mandatory for everyone to attend the class. And out of these 2 sessions, more specifically, if you ask me, the most important one is this synchronous session as we are having it right now. Right? So now, first of all, you have to join both of the sessions. Issues, so I rejoined from my phone. Yes, I understand. Someone told me. Don't worry about that. Yes, we have just got the introductions, and I've got your introduction, by the way. And I've come to know that you have some HTML and CSS experience, and you want to become a good web developer after the course, or maybe full stack developer, right? Yes. So we have had introductions of everyone. So now you see here the asynchronous session, which is not live, will have weekly tests. This is very, very important. We will have our weekly tests that I'll talk about how many tests and when they will start. And so your weekly tests will start from week 3, first of all, and not live. The asynchronous session will have those tests in that one. And by the way, that test will be available during only that asynchronous session. And that is something that you have to keep an eye on. Again, I'm reminding you on the very first day, and I keep on hearing this from the students after towards the end of the session, that I missed this test, I missed that test. I'm sorry, but I won't be able to accommodate later on. So please, other than a very, very genuine reason. If there is no genuine reason, you are always allowed, always required to appear for the test in that session. So it means that, remember, synchronous session is important because I will be with you, I will be joining with you, I'll be discussing lots of things. Asynchronous session is very important because from week 3, you will have your weekly tests starting. And there will be around 9 tests in your in your course. So you have to keep an eye on that. Is that making sense to everyone? Yes. This is very important, and I'll spend some time on it, because towards the end of semester, otherwise the students come to me and they just they just make so many unusual or no sense requests. Okay, your attendance will be your attended test for the week. So again, you will attend the test for the asynchronous session, and that will be your attendance for that day. Of course, I won't be taking attendance. It would be when you do your test, you are present in that class. The test will be available for during that class session only. That's a very important point. That's why I just written down this in caps. It will be only available in that session. Moreover, you will not be able to pass the course if you do not submit any of the assignments, tests, or final assessment. What does that mean? Just keep that point in mind, and I'll tell you later on. I'll just explain you what does that mean. But just keep that in mind. You will not be able to pass the course if you do not submit any of the assignment or test or final assessment. It does not mean that you cannot miss any of the assignment. It means that you cannot say that you have missed all the assignments and you will say that I want to pass. Not possible. If you just miss all the tests and you say that I want to pass, and that is mentioned in the addendum as well. But I hope you are making sense. Or maybe you say that, okay, I have done the assignments, I have done the tests, I can miss out final assessment. Not possible. You will have to submit every element, every article if you want to pass the course. To pass the course, all of them should be submitted properly. You know what I mean? So maybe assignments are, for example, 3 or 4 or 5. So you can miss maybe 1 assignment, 2 assignment, 3 assignment, no problem. You can miss out of tests, you can miss maybe 3 tests out of 9, no issues. But what you cannot do is that you cannot just miss all the tests, 9 tests, and you say that I want to pass the course. Not possible. You miss all the assignments and you say I want to pass, I would pass the course. Not possible. Even though your grade will be, collective grade will be, if I collect your grade in test and final assessment, you will be passing the course. But you won't pass. Why? Because you have not submitted an assignment. Is that making sense to everyone? I would like to have some feedback from everyone. This is very important. This first paragraph has so many important things in it. And I would explain more of these will be coming also. So you have to pass in, again, out of 5, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 assignments. Maybe out of test, you have to attempt 3 to 4 to 5 tests. And you have to definitely pass in final assessment. A good news, there is no final exam in this course, by the way. So you would be happy to know that. Anyhow, so these are some schedule of classes or some synchronous, asynchronous issues. Now you come over here and now you will find some important information. NJJ. First and foremost important thing about you. Now I have, how many people are here? Okay, around 19 guys are here. Please, 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 please. And I cannot say another please. Whenever you send a message to me on Teams or email, always mention your group name. I will stop here because this is so very important. If you are NJJ, so for example, Khalid want to send some message, Khalid can write, I am Khalid, my student ID is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am in NJJ section, NJJ. That's where, and you see, I can just quickly scroll down. I am just giving that as it. Always mention your section name while communicating on this group or even on email like NEENJJ or ZBP. I cannot emphasize anymore, right? So you are in NJJ section. So you have two sessions. One of them is today, 8 a.m. to 9:45. It is a live synchronous session that we are having. I would be with you. By live synchronous session, I would be mostly delivering the lecture, or maybe we can have some other discussions as well, maybe related to assignment, maybe something. And anyhow, we'll have some lecture time over here, Tuesday, 8 to 9:45. The Zoom meeting link is here. And should I expect? Of course, most of you have found this link over here. That's why you are here in meeting. So you found this link over here, and now you are in this meeting. You are joining this meeting today. Friday, 9:50 to 11:35. This is your next session for NJJ. Now, it's an asynchronous session. I've given it red. I might not be available on that day, but video lecture with the course material will be shared during this time. You are required to see the material and do any practice questions if given before coming to next live synchronous session of the week. Very self-explanatory point. Weekly test will be held from third week of study, which will start from third week, not this one. This one is the first week. Study tests will only be available during these timings. No late attempts allowed. No late attempts allowed. Please bear in mind, I'll make it bold more again, just to show you. No late attempts allowed. If you miss a test, you miss a test. No problem. Go for the other one. But I told you in the beginning, never miss all the tests. Never miss all the assignments. At least you should have 50% of the test or 50% assignment submitted on time. Your attendance with this session will be attempted test. Okay, this is quite obvious point, which is just repeating. Questions related to lecture can be discussed during the office hours. Okay, what are the office hours? I've just not mentioned office hours. I'll just shortly give you what will be the office hours for myself, and you can introduce you can talk to me in those hours, and we will be just discussing some important things on that day. Right, so questions related to the lecture you can always ask in the office hours, and office hours probably will be on Friday after this time. So I will be available on that Friday whole for the questions and everything. Anyhow, I'll just give you that time. This is a bit tentative. Now, this was all about your session, or like your section, NJJ. So should I expect that whenever you are joining me, you are sending me a message, sending me an email, please write NJJ, because there are 3 sections. And if you just write how long are the quiz is supposed to be, Vanessa, they are around 40 to 60 minutes of quiz, and it's not again it's of 60 minutes, but it's not like of that length. You might be able to do that in 15-20 minutes, because mostly it's MCQs, mostly it's the objective like the objective like questions. It's not subjective like questions. You know what I mean, Vanessa? So quizzes will be mostly objective type, and they would be available for 2 hours, like again those your asynchronous hour Friday, but you have to attend them within the 40 to 60 hours, whatever time is given over there. Okay, now this was all about your section, but please bear in mind, and those who are just worried about their attendance, listen, you might not be able to join this class for some reasons or others. Maybe today you were busy somewhere, you were not able to attend the live synchronous session. But for that week, what you can do, you see that Tuesday, today, 1:30, I have an EE session. I hope it will make sense to you, and it's very important for every section students. Maybe you are unable to attend this class because of some reason, but I would recommend you that you have to attend at least 1 live synchronous session per week. So for that, what you can do is that you might join this meeting, which is of NEE. But should I expect? Of course, you would understand. So Vanessa is joining this session maybe today. So Vanessa, whenever you join this session, you do something like this: Vanessa NJJ. Rename yourself with this one. So Vanessa, you know what I mean? I'm just giving an example of Vanessa. I'm just talking to everyone, right? Whenever you join the session, so that I know that you are taking class in NEE, but you belong to NJJ for your attendance purposes. Is that clear to everyone? So it means, okay, flexibility. You might join not this live session, but you can join this live session. Link is there. Okay, Eric, I'll tell you. Eric, I'll shortly tell you. Just don't worry about that. I'll tell you. Right. So this is typically, so you can join that. So Eric, is this making sense to you? You were unable to join your 8 a.m. session, so you can join 1:30 p.m. session. And you can let me know, Eric and JJ. I am from NJJ section. I was unable to join that one, so I am joining this session. Right, Eric? And I'll tell you how to rename yourself. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, and then NEE have a synchronous session. Don't worry about this one, because you have. So it means that this session is very important for you. Why? Because from week 3 you will have your test in that one, and test will be available in your only session. Your test cannot be available in any other session, by the way, for NJJ section. Okay. So this is for NE. Okay, you are even unable to attend this live session today. So then you have another chance. What is the chance? For ZBB, we have one session asynchronous on Wednesday tomorrow, but I won't be taking that one. They will have, this will be an asynchronous, asynchronous session for them. Okay. So this numbering has gone, it has just not restarting. Okay, that's no problem. Right. So if you see here that ZBB, so ZBB has a session on Friday 5:10 p.m. to 6:55 p.m. That will be a live synchronous session, and link is there. You can always join that, and you can always join that class. Again, rename yourself that I am from NJJ section joining a class of ZBB. So don't worry about that. Just you write that my name is my. Okay, here comes another important part. I don't know that how many of you have joined this team. So this is a link to join the Microsoft team. I will share this link with you. Again here, I don't know how many of you joined that, but I will just have a quick look at this one, and I will let you know that how many are there. You can try to just click on that one and join this meeting or request for the joining, and I will just see that how many of you have already joined that, because I would like you to just be there always. Okay, so yes, I can see Divi and Prajesh requesting for that. Joined. I would be happy to have more, like every one of you should have joined this group. Let me see how many of you are there. Okay, so Mayank, Ria, and Royal, that's good. Jack is there as well. I can see them now. Okay, is everyone there now? Let me see. I'll show you that as well. Okay, let's see that. Okay, so we have got Clarissa and Sandeep. Sandeep, you did not have your introduction. Looks like you joined late, but no problems, no issues. Okay, let me check how many of you have joined this one. Oh, 3 new messages. Yes, Eric, this is for all sections. Yes, you are right. So I can see from this class, Clarissa is there, and Sabine is there, Nicole is there, and what the name that I remember, Jack is here, and Ria is there, Mayank, Royal, Sandeep, and let's see, and Vanessa is there. That's wonderful. So that's good. And I would be expecting all of you to just join that. Yes, you have just, requested. So yes, Eric, the group, the lecture file folder link says it has been removed. Oh, Vanessa, I'll see that. Vanessa, I'll see that it says that it is removed. I'll just check that. No worries. So now we have got these members, and I'm expecting that all of you are there in the group, so that we can just communicate very effectively. And I can see that most of you have just now joined that one, but still looks like there are few guys remaining. If someone of you is remaining, please go there and do a pending, do a request, and I will basically allow you. Eric, are you there? I think you are there. Justine, have you joined that group? And okay, Justine says yes. Khalid says yes. Okay. Right. So again, if you have not joined this group, please join this group. This group is for all 3 sections together, for my sections. And please bear in mind that I will be doing most of the communication on this group, and as well as we will be just, of course, I will be putting that in your course shell, on your course shell as well, but it would be mostly here as well. You'll find that one here as well. Okay. So just give me a second. All right. Okay, so should I expect that everyone has has joined this group? I'll just one last time I'll check that one. Old MS Teams for previous semester classes. Um, Eric, that's a good question. I think you can just leave that group. I don't know exactly. I'll have to just look at that one. Maybe your professor can just remove that. No, Royal, this is a very good question. Royal, it means that I have just uselessly talked about so many things. Royal, what was that I shared over here? What was that? This is a Zoom link, and our classes will be on Zoom. Royal, are you getting that? So actually, we are right now having our class. So our classes will be on Zoom, and please bear in mind that of course this will be our yeah. So Vanessa says you can do. So Royal, you got it. Our class will be on Zoom, which is where we are right now having class. This group, this Teams group, is only for our communication. And communication means what? You have a question, like for example, a general question. You can put that question over here. Someone will reply to that. Maybe I will reply to that, or maybe I will do one-to-one meetings on this Teams group. Like again, when I want to meet you, I will call you that on Teams. Well, you got it? Okay. So now, just a quick last reference. As I said, please see that if your name is there, and it means that you have joined the group. And if you have not joined the group, of course, you would like to join this group before anything else, right? Okay. Okay. So I hope that as I said that you all of you have this joined this group. Anyhow, so this was our next part. This is a Teams group, and see here what is the team group. Always mention your section name while communicating on this group, or even on email like NEE, NJJ, or ZBB. You have to represent your name, your group number. Join this micro team for general communication, and whenever something is shared in relation with your section. This is very important. When something is being shared with the name of NJJ, you have to give a thumbs up to it. Like again, you have to respond to that one. You are all required to respond to those messages like, let me tell you how. We'll do one example right now. Okay. I will just do one thing. It's just a, yeah. So it's just a, now, I have sent something at NJJ section. What I would expect is that you are, how many guys are here? Maybe 18 people here. I would like all of you 18 guys to have a thumbs up on that one. Anything that is for NJJ sessions, you have to NJJ section, you have to just respond to it. And I would be happy to see this response, because that response will tell me that okay, now you understand what is happening and what is going on, and now you know that what's happening. So you see here, like we have got 10 response. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So I can see many responses over here, because this will tell me that how many of you have joined that as well. I will know that. Okay, only 12 responses here. We have got 19 guys here. So I need to have 19 session and 19 thumbs up. Mohammed Khalid, Sandeep, Rajesh, Eric. So this will be this might be your attendance for today as well. Okay. Okay, Mayank, yes, rather than doing that, you can just do that on this message as well. So, okay, that's wonderful. I can see 14, but I would be expecting the same from you. And again, if there is something that has been shared as a general one, you can always respond to that as well. But of course, if that is for NJJ, I would like to have your names into that one, that you have responded to that, and that would be my like my satisfaction that okay, now you have got You have got the idea, and you have got the announcement. You know that what's going on in the class. Okay, that's wonderful. So I can see 15, 16 people have responded. I don't know who are these 3 to 4 guys who have not responded as yet, whether they have not joined the group or I don't know what they have done. So anyhow, so Stephen Ocambo looks like, whatever. Stephen, you have to be on time from the next time. Today class was at 8 a.m. and I would expect you to be there on next time, right, Stephen? And Stephen, have you joined this group? If not, you can join this group by using this link. I have again shared the link on that one. So those who are remaining over here, they should be there. So Royal, I can see your message, and that message is good enough, like to know that okay, you are there. Okay, so this is a group information, and I wanted all of you to be on that group, and hopefully I am successful in having some of these students over there. Stephen has just sent a request. Stephen, next time I'll be expecting you on time in our session, like this live session, and that would be great to have, right? Okay, so let's move forward. So this was the team group, and please give that so that I know that you are now aware about the announcement material, though I post every announcement. So I will be posting everything on your Blackboard shell as well. But keep in mind that this team is also very, very, very important. And this is another this is another official channel where I would be communicating with you. So you can always have a look at this one as well. Right. So let's move forward. Lecture file folder. Okay, someone has told me that they are unable to access this folder. Can you guys try that? Are you able to access this folder? There is a lecture code folder that I would like to share with you. Can everyone access that folder? I will just, yeah, this is the lecture code folder which I want to just, share with you. And by the way, what I'll do is that I'll check this one for today and select. Okay. Link to access. Can I tell the path again for the link, please? Okay. Link has been removed. It says link has been removed for me. Okay. The link has been removed. No problem. I'll just, try to do that again once more time. Okay. I'm telling you the path. I'm again telling you. Just let me see. Now, let's try this link now. And let me know if you are able to access it now. Tell me if this link is working. Yeah. Are you able to access this one? Okay, that works. Okay, Justine and Aditya, please let me know later on if you are unable to access that, because sometimes this team does this weird sort of thing that it just, and what I'll do is that I will just, you can just update that link, and what I'll do is that I will update that on file, and I'll update that file as well. So I'll just, paste that here. So I've updated that, and I'll share this file and update this file with you, right? Okay, so this folder is for what purpose? This folder is very important, and you can see that. Do you find when you say anything inside that folder right now? A welcome text file. So do you see that welcome text file inside that? Yeah, exactly. If you click on that one, it will say welcome to the code folder, right? So yes, so that's wonderful. It means that it is shared now properly, but again, I would just keep an eye on that, and whenever. So what will be that? I will have, and I will start that from right from today. I will have all the week wise code folders over here, week 1, for example. So I'll work in week 1, week 2, week 3, and you will get those folders over there. So whatever I will be doing, the code I will be writing, you will be able to access that code from this point onwards, right? Yes, why not? Why not? I can do that. And of course, it is for everyone. It is not for only for NJJ. Right. So I just shared that one, right? And you can see that now it is available. And of course, now you would be reacting to that one, of course. Okay, thank you very much. So now if you see here that this is our code folder, and please keep in mind this is very important because you will find all the code that I will be using in over there. Okay, last but not least, the YouTube channel for uploaded lectures. The following is the link to my YouTube. Are you able to access this YouTube channel, by the way? Okay, Justine says yes. Okay, so here, of course, you will find my previous lectures, all those previous lectures over here. And there are so many videos and you can just, find them. But of course, every time try to I'll try to just, make update few things and discuss few things. But for the most part, you can have a look at these lecture files, and you would be happy to know that these lecture files will be available to you, and you have that. And whatever I will do, for the next recordings, this type of recording, I'll just upload all those recordings over here. So you will have that lecture links over here, and you can always come back over here and look at this whenever I will just update, or I will just upload anything. You will find it over here. Got everyone? So that's a very important part of that one, of the lecture recording. So this is what, and now you see here, which I have given already. Those who were not here, please note that if you join any other section than yours, mention that in your name suffix as, for example, Alan Smith is in ZEE section, but they want to join NBB section, then please rename in Zoom meeting like this, Alan-ZEE, so that I can recognize that you will not be counted towards the attendance of that class, but of course you will be counted towards the attendance of your own session or own class. Okay, now I'll put a dash line because I've said so much. I would like to. Okay, so for the first class, maybe we won't be able to just discuss anything, but these are all so very important things, and I would be happy to if you understand everything. So now this was all about the course, important links, course schedules. You can join these links. So students ask a lots of questions. Where should I find the link of that class, that class? You all have this document with you, and this document should be well enough for you, and you will find that in your group, this one as well, course material, right? So this course material file is basically for that very purpose. Yes. So now how to rename yourself? So why I cannot show you, it's basically so when you join your meeting, you find that there is your name. So I'll just show you. Okay. So do you see it over here? So now when you will right click on your name, for example, this is my name, Namanati. If you come here and you click on this or right click on this, you will get an option of more. So when you click on more, in more option, you will find a rename option over there. Let me know if you are able to find that. Rename. Are you able to find that? So your name will be coming over here. For example, Aditya. When Aditya will right click on their name, they will find that there is a more option or a rename option in the contextual menu. there will be a rename option. You just have a pin. Okay. You have a pin. By pin, you mean what? Pin. Because I am attending, like I am the host of this meeting, so that's why I do not see the. Okay, just give me a second. Just give me a second. I will let you know. I'll just join from my mobile and with as a normal user, and then I'll see that. Okay, what's going on? Maybe there is. Okay, I'm trying to join from my mobile phone. And is there anyone who is able to just rename themselves? Okay. So I'm just joining that one. Okay, I have just joined. I'm just trying to join the meeting. I'll have to allow myself. Okay. Yes. I have joined with the name NA for myself, and okay. So
recording in progress.
Oh, right. Okay. I don't find that option over there. I don't know because I had just so many. Okay. Just give me some time. I'll just do what I'll just look at it. I don't know because I'm right now when I'm joining through mobile, it's just creating a whole lot of noise after that one. So I'll just let you know that how to do that. Has to give the option to change it. Oh, it's like that. I don't know. Aditya, it says that that host has to give the option to change name in the meeting you are talking about. Okay, so maybe I'll just quickly see in the meeting settings, and if I'm able to find that one, meeting ID this one, invite link is this one. Okay. Okay. So I cannot find that settings over here right now, but of course now I know. And as Yeah, exactly. Before joining you, this gives you an option, but of course it should be available over here as well. But anyhow, I'll just check the meeting settings and I'll just let you know. No worries. Let me see if I can just do that over here. This is my meeting going on. Oh, I cannot edit while it is going on, of course. So I'll just see that whether I have that option of that one. And if I find that option, of course, I will set it up for you. And yeah, so I don't see it over here. Okay, I'll just check that one. No worries, right? I'll check that one for you, and I will let you know that how to do that. Maybe some. Anyhow, so this was our course lecture file, by the way. And now, of course, and unless you are unable to do so, you can just do one thing, that whenever you join, you can just send a private message to me that I am from that session and I would like to be something like this. Anyhow, so I'll see that what is happening or not. Anyhow, now let's talk about another very important document, and that is course addendum. And please bear in mind, this is very, very important document, because this document is the one that will give us a quick sense. So course addendum, this is summer 2022 or spring, whatever. And then we have NJJ and EZBB group, because this addendum is being for myself. Now see here, assessment summary. This is very important. The assessment summary is basically assignments. There will be 5 assignments of 6% each. So that means that will make it 30% of the assignments. Then we will have short tests or quizzes, 9 tests or quizzes, and they will be at 5.56% each. And that will comprise of 50%. Now, the point that I was talking about before, and again, it is given over here as well. Someone says that I have got 50%, for example, 100 out of 100 in test. So 50% here and 30% here. I've got the 80%. I don't want to attempt final assessment. Is this making sense to you? You will not pass the course, even though you will have 80% of the grade. Yes, is that making sense? This is quite interesting situation scenario. You might say that I've got 80% of the grade. Why am I not passing the course? Because you have missed out the final assessment. So it means that to pass a course, you need to complete all these evaluations. You are saying yes, absolutely, but I had a very bad experience last semester. I'll tell you what was that semester. Anyhow, so you need to, and for example, someone says that I have appeared. So that I have appeared this short test and quizzes, and there is final assessment. So I have 50% and 20%. So I can get 70%. So I will leave out the assignments. Not allowed. Okay, thanks, Eric. Thank you very much. You can join this WhatsApp group with Eric, and this will be a very interesting one, because Eric will be maybe administrating this group. Anyhow, so if you see here that these two you have created, or these two, never you will pass. But again, just keep in mind that there is no final exam. Rather, there is a week-long final assessment, a little project that you have to complete, and you will complete that project and you will submit that project. So short terms and tests, and then the assignments, and then all those things. Okay, the course policies. You have to achieve a grade of 50% or better in the final assessment. So again, you have to attempt it and at least get 50% or better in the final assessment. Number 1. Complete all assignments in satisfactory manner. Again, that's the same thing that I said to you. Achieve a weighted average of 50% or better in test and final assessment collectively. Achieve a grade of 50% or overall better in overall course. So these are the 4 points that you have to keep in mind. Very, very, very important. And always, I would like you to just keep these points in mind, and that will give you. And other than that, all the academic policies, the plagiarism policy, copyright policy, etc. You can have a look at all those things. Now, so we have reached to our weekly breakup of the topics, and that's a very, very interesting one. That's a very, very important one. Now see here, week 1, which is right now, we have not started anything at all, and we are about to reach to the end, but I'll give you some quick introduction of a few things. So course introduction. So this week we'll have course introduction, what are the development tools we'll be using, and we will have introduction to JavaScript. Right? So reading week 1 from material WEB222.ca. This is very important, and I hope you have a look at that one. But I'll tell you, there is a website for this one, which I think forgot to mention in my notes, and I had to mention that. I'm sorry about that. This website, this is the notes website. Do you see? Do you know that? And these are all the notes that we will be typically following. So if you go to the week 1, this is something that we are supposed to complete by the end of this week. You should know what is the introduction to JavaScript, what are these things, what are all these things, and these are some practice exercises for this week. So we are supposedly we have to complete this all for this week, for the first week. Got everyone? This is something that we have to complete for this particular week. Eric, I'll talk about why they are wearing these t-shirts. This is very interesting. There is a very interesting story behind that. And both of them have a joke written on them. He says, I didn't invent the internet. He says, I did not invent the web. And this is the joke. And I'll talk about this joke. And maybe today I'll talk about. So these are the notes basically. And you can see that there's a week 2. So every week we have some notes over there. It's a very nice help that will give you a good sense of what we are discussing. So we won't be discussing these notes in overall sense, but rather what we'll be doing is that we will be just, we'll be talking about these topics, and the reference notes you can always find when you come over here. You'll find all the reference notes over here. Right? So you have to keep an eye on this website, which I forgot to mention on my lecture notes, course material file, where I will definitely do it right now. And that would give you a good sense of, let me just, see. Because I had to give that over here. I forgot to do. I will update this file, right? So lecture notes website, right? And this is our website. Sorry. And this is our website. Okay, so it's here. So we have got this one, and I update this one. Okay, so these are the notes that will be mostly covering up. And so what is that? So week 1 is like that. Week 2, second week will start. We will start discuss JavaScript functions, built-in global functions, variable scopes and closures. Again, week 2 from the material, and then assignment 1 will be released in the second week. So next week we'll get your assignment number 1, and you will get 15 days to complete each assignment. Assignment will be of 6%. And then week 3 we will have objective. So week 3 is very important. Week 3 you see test 1. Now from week 3 I would like you to just experience this. Test 2, test 3, test 4, test 5, and till this date test 9. Every week you are going to have a test. And by the way, who is very attentive? When this test will happen for your section? Can anyone tell me when this test will happen for your section? Every third, like Friday. After 3. Friday, and Friday from what timing to what timing? It's 9:50 to 11:35, right? So you have to attend that test, and the test will start from week 3, right? So there will be a lecture file for that Friday, and also there will be a test after week 3. And every Friday you will have this test, and you will have to attempt that. That will be available on your Blackboard, and you have to go there and you have to just attempt that test. Okay, and then if you see that, then we have assignments, and if you see that till week 4 we are discussing all about JavaScript. JavaScript is very important tool, and we'll talk about that, how important it is, and why we are learning this JavaScript over here, and why we are even introducing this one. Then we start with HTML. We'll start developing a web page from week 5. Before week 5 there will be no talk of a web page, generally speaking. So we'll start our talk on the web pages, HTML, and then we'll talk about more about HTML. Then we'll talk about this DOM programming, which is very interesting. And then we'll have study week from June 27. Week 8 is usually your study week, which is you will be free for that. Generally, it is called you're free, but you need to catch up anything that has been missed. So by that time, we will have 5 tests done and 2 assignments done by our study week. And then from the week 9, we will have CSS. We'll start cascading style sheets, which is very important, very interesting. We'll talk about that, how to implement all those things on the tables and all those things. We'll talk about CSS more in our week 10. There is a CSS box model we'll be talking about. Week 11, we'll talk about the forms elements and their validations. This is another very interesting part. And then we'll talk about client-side validation, HTML5 features, and using these forms to have some data and just processing that data out. Week 13 is another very important introduction to Ajax and JSON, dynamically updating the DOM, even though without looking at the web, databases, without looking at the backend, we'll try to just create some websites that will have data-driven functionality. We'll talk about that. And assignment 5 will be due there. So by the end of this, we will have five assignments and 9 tests. And so another disclaimer, and a very important disclaimer, we'll just try to keep this marking scheme exactly as it is. And again, I'm just giving you a disclaimer. Sometimes because of shortage of time, sometimes because of some vacations, holidays, what happens is that we are unable to complete maybe 5 assignments, or maybe unable to complete our 9 tests. Maybe sometime it might happen. If that kind of thing happen, maybe we go for 8 tests, but we'll equally divide that. Right, so keep in mind that every test is very important. Might be if you miss out 8 tests and you say that I'll give the 9th one, and 9th one is not happening, so you will get a result from the out of 8. So please bear in mind, and again, if that is happening, I will let you know in the very beginning, and I will just inform you that okay, something has happened. So maybe we are not going to have 9 tests, rather we are going to have 8 tests. We'll see that, right? So I'll let you know. But again, you have to just complete all those things to have that done. So this is a document that you have to keep with yourself. This is a very important document, course addendum, and this is summer 2022, and you will be having this course and this all from that. So web222.ca or Blackboard you will be using for the course. Right. So now I'll stop here. If someone has a question related to anything, they can ask. You have got this addendum with you. You have got this course material file with you. I'll update that course material file with this links and everything. So if you have any question, you can just go ahead right now and ask the question. And today, of course, we have not discussed anything, but that's very important that we have anything we have to download for next lecture. Yes, Stephen, that's a very good question. And I will tell you what you have to download for the next lecture. I'll definitely tell you. Yes, there is something that you need to download. Anyone else? So for every week, I might be sharing something like this. I'll show you. I have just created a document, weekly planner, and I will show you. Might be I will be sometimes I'll be sharing this type of file, and I might share it for this week as well. So for example, week 1 pre-lecture, what you have to do, as Stephen has asked, what you have to install, what you have to do, you have to install something, and the post-lecture task. But of course, we have not discussed anything, but I will share it with you. And after that, after the completion of that, you will be, so I'll share that week by week document where you will find everything related to that. Which YouTube videos you're talking about, Mayank? If you're talking about these YouTube videos, these are just for your installations and all those kind of things. But if you talk about my videos, they will be your lecture videos. They will be your lecture files, and you will have to look at them at their specific time. As I told you that first session we have this live session, second session you will have a video. So you'll have to look at that video lecture of myself before coming into next week's class. Mayank, you got it? So before next week, you will have to just look at that video that I am sharing for myself, right? And these videos are just here. So I'll share this document with you also when I'll be available, and I'll be just doing that, right? So for today, again, as I said, that we have got just the introduction of the course. And what I'll do is that for next class, what I'll say is that we won't be going through all these notes every line by line. But what I would like you to just have a quick review of these notes before joining the next session, before our next offline session, which is your next session is on Friday. Yes. So before Friday, you have to just look at everything, and then I will share my lecture video for Friday, where you can. So Friday, I might be available for this week. And again, if you have any questions, something we can discuss that, or I will share this file which you have to just do. So again, for Friday, you will have to just go through these notes, and the installation which is required, I'll just mention that installation over here, and I'll share that document with you, and you would really enjoy that document when I'll share that with you. Right. Any other question? Mayank has asked a question, and Stephen has asked a question. Any other question from anyone? All clear about this course material? All clear about this? How do we get to the website page? You are talking about the notes website? Okay, I'll tell you. This is the link. This is the link, Nicole. It's here. Web222.ca weeks / right. Okay. So what I'll do is that today, as I said, today for today we have just got introduction of all those kind of things. You have got the code folder and everything. So what I'll do is that I would be definitely now sharing like we'll be stopping here for today, and I will be sharing some few interesting things with you in the coming one. And the Friday lecture, as I said, will be a asynchronous session, and you will get the video for that one. And of course, I would like to have questions on that video, on that lecture. In my coming lecture on Monday, I would be happy to have your questions on that day. Right. So specifically, we have not discussed anything at all, but now you know that what is expected of this course. And again, what is basically this course introduction. All these things will be discussed in our coming session, in our next session. Right. So I'm stopping here because we have not taken any break. So I'm just now taking a break, or just making this class off. So today we have just done all these housekeeping stuff, and I would be happy to know if you have any concern, any question. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining in today. And we have got a good introduction of everyone, each one, and we have got some of, again, we have not discussed why they are wearing shirts and what is the background of this one. I'll discuss each and everything, but of course, we will be discussing them mostly in our next session. Right. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining in, and I hope to see you on Friday on our next session, which will be asynchronous one. And of course, you will have your video lecture and everything over there, and you can just work on that. Right. So bye, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Sabine. Thank you.